Hello and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. I am Jitch and you're watching NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing 213 pounds, Justin Gabriel.
Well, this man is now flying solo and he is in fact one of the top contenders for the NXT Championship right now. We've been told that if Justin Gabriel can defeat Dusty Rhodes here tonight, that he may be considered for a NXT Championship opportunity in the very near future. Of course, Big E Langston very much taking a step up and come get some kind of approach. I feel like he'd welcome Justin Gabriel as a challenger, but the question is, can Gabriel prove his momentum against the living legend?
Approaching the ring from Austin, Texas, weighing 275 pounds, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, I feel like this has the potential to be a very different kind of match here at NXT. We often see the wrestling legends square up with fellow wrestling legends. We don't often see this kind of cross-generational matchup. But this is definitely one of the most unique matches you'll have witnessed here on NXT in a while. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who has been trying to leave NXT for quite some time, finally back in singles competition. Perhaps he's decided to embrace his time here on NXT instead of constantly trying to leave it for a change. I guess we'll find out, though, won't we? So here we go. Dusty Rhodes, Justin Gabriel kicking off tonight's NXT. Of course, the NXT Tag Team titles on the line tonight, as announced last week. It will be the Primetime Players getting another rematch for the championships. They face off against the Snake Pit, Wolf Kessler and Big John Studd. As a matter of fact, speaking about the Snake Pit, we actually have some interesting news. Apparently, John Studd did not show up here tonight. I mean, obviously, there's still time for him to show up, but as it currently stands, there has been no news on Big John Studd, and obviously, maybe he's taking some time to really reflect. I mean, last week he made a few mistakes. Obviously, he lost the opening match to Titus O'Neil, and then in the main event, he was kind of solely responsible for Jake Roberts losing to Big E Langston. I mean, maybe Roberts would have lost anyway, but I feel like Big John Studd really screwed that main event up big time for Roberts. So, I mean, maybe he's just taking a little time away to think about things. I just hope he's back in time for the main event tonight, because the show must go on, and obviously if Wolf Kessler and Studd don't defend their titles tonight, they'll be stripped of them. That's simply how that goes. So no news on Kessler or Roberts. We don't know any news about, you know, if they're here in the building, but we just know that Big John Studd didn't show up. I believe there's been sightings of at least Roberts, but obviously that doesn't really help.
Caught the leg. Wow. We're in the feeling out process here. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain
Justin
control?
Gabriel obviously looking fairly impressive here tonight against Dusty Rhodes. Of course, let's not forget about the decorated background of Justin Gabriel. This guy's a former Intercontinental Champion, a former United States Champion, and a former WWE Tag Team Champion, as well as, I believe, a former Cruiserweight Champion. Gabriel has accomplished a lot, and I feel like his time here at NXT will benefit him in the long run. I feel like if he was to go for the NXT Championship, this is someone that could really give Big E Langston a run for his money.
In this match.
And that's a match I'd love to see. Yeah, I said it.
Gabriel looks like he needs to regroup here.
Dusty Rhodes going in for that big helicopter spin and drops down Justin Gabriel.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Gabriel, you already did this move. I guess realistically, you know, you don't work the leg, you work the leg. Up next, kicking off the new women's division of NXT. For the first time, a women's match for NXT, it will be Lita and AJ Lee. Lita has said that she's not entirely sure how she feels about her time here on NXT or whether or not she'll stay. But if she's going to leave, she wants to make sure that NXT is in good hands. So she is putting it up to AJ Lee to defeat her here tonight. Otherwise, Lita says her work is not done. We'll see if AJ Lee can defeat Lita here tonight in a similar fashion to how Lita sent Beth Phoenix off a year ago. I believe Lita now wants to pass the torch to AJ. AJ's going to have to earn it up next. And of course, there's a lot of history between AJ and Lita. They, for the Divas Championship match at WrestleMania this year. Big elbow by Dusty Rhodes. And this would be a really big win for Dusty. He hasn't won anything on NXT in quite some time. Oh boy. Dusty Rhodes. Winding up. Yep. Bionic elbow. That is a very bad Bionic elbow animation. There is no heart in that at all. And he gets the job done. Well, I guess maybe Gabriel isn't ready for a contendership. But I'll tell you what, Dusty Rhodes finally getting a match here on NXT and he wins. Take exceptional note of that.
Here is your winner, Dusty Rhodes.
It is worth mentioning that Dusty Rhodes, when finally given a chance to shine here on NXT, he did just that. When was the last time Dusty won a match on NXT? I don't actually know. I'm not trying to talk smack here. I love Dusty Rhodes, but I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've seen this. Well, congratulations to the American Dream. Let's hope he continues to make the most of his time here on NXT as we move forward to the first NXT women's match. It's crazy to think this could be where Lita decides to hang it up for now. But only if AJ wins. Women's. This is the women's division of NXT. We're not using the D word anymore.
From Sanford, North Carolina, Lita.
Oh, look! Puppies! Well, Lita, of course, a multi-time Divas champion. One great run in the last year, honestly. I feel like ever since she made her debut back just last season, she has always been a prominent, important part of the women's division, but here tonight she's looking to embrace the future if the future is in fact AJ Lee.
And approaching the ring, AJ Lee.
Of course, Summer Rae, the new NXT Women's Champion, she's got to defend that title soon. Obviously, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Survivor Series. Well, getting closer, getting further away, sorry. And of course, was that Dolph Ziggler? What the hell is he doing in everything? I know why he's there, don't worry. It's just, I don't feel like I've ever seen that shot before. Yeah, this is big. I mean, obviously, we could be looking at the future contender for the NXT Women's Championship between these two. Might as well call this a contenders match, right? Oh, here we go. Oh, AJ coming out hot with those strikes there. And of course, let's not forget that it was Lita that initially knocked AJ Lee's momentum off when she won the Divas Championship, I believe, from AJ Lee. Is that right? About over a year ago. I believe that was the history of the Divas Championship. Or was it Phoenix that won the championship back and then Lita defeated Phoenix? That might be it. Either way, the point is, Lita has always had one up over AJ Lee, and of course they've got a storied history between them here tonight. Lita and AJ really brought each other to their limits at WrestleMania 3, way back earlier this year. Can you believe it? We're almost in December. Oh my goodness. Just smack down the card to this. We're finally in the final month of 2012, the longest year in existence. Forth competition between these two, and you can expect things to get very heated in that ring. I wish the crowd noises matched the size of the arena. I think they fixed that in 15. I'm pretty sure I remember the crowd being quieter in 15. Just because this sound in this arena feels really off. That is way too much like noise for like this small crowd. It kind of ruins the feel of NXT. But then I feel like NXT doesn't really become NXT until like the time the 2K15 is around. We'll talk about that later. We don't need to go into that whole spoiler territory really, even though everyone already knows that game. But still, we don't need to divulge into it. Drives the face down there, Lita. I was about to say very promising so far, but AJ turns this one around, perhaps just in time. It mind. AJ gets taken back down again. Summer Rae has been very impressive. You talk about... wow. Wow, what was that? You know about women that have made a great impression right out the starting gate, much like how Lita did. Look at Summer Rae. She has only lost, I think, like 2 or 3 matches overall. I mean, I might be horribly skewing that number, but I believe Summer Rae has been generally nothing short of impressive. And of course, Summer Rae now will forever be etched as the final Divas champion and the first NXT Women's champion. So yeah, I would say Summer Rae right now, a historically impressive woman to compete with here on NXT. Big superplex takes down Lita. AJ Lee another cover. Is this going to be enough to get the job? Strikes right into the back and... oh no! Twist of fate by Lita. Over attempt. Is it over? Almost. You know what's coming next. Oh no. AJ prevents it from happening. By the way, we've apparently found Roberts and Kessler backstage, so we'll be hearing from them in a moment. Still no sign of Big John Studd, but roll up attempt here. Is it enough? No. Prior to their tag team title defense, we'll be hearing from one half of the champions and their leader. Perhaps we'll find out. Maybe Big John Studd's sick. You know, it's winter time almost. It's you know, flu season, so to speak. Sliced bread as the frames go right out the window, and oh, got real laggy all of a sudden. And a shining wizard. Very nice. AJ Lee into the cover on Lita. Is it over? Yes! AJ Lee defeats Lita. And I mean, I guess Lita said she wanted to embrace the future. She wanted to see to it that there was a worthy follow-up. Maybe this is the start of a new generation here, and AJ Lee, I mean, she's a former 2-time Divas champion, but neither of her reigns have been particularly long. AJ defeats Lita. Congratulations. As we now go back to hear from Jake Roberts and Wolf Kessler on the whereabouts of Big John Studd. Well, I gotta say, I have absolutely no idea what they... Roberts wearing Studd's championship. What did they do to him?
NXT Tag Team Championship. On the way to the ring, representing the Terrors from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing 249 pounds, he is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Why are we referring to this guy as one half of the tag team champion? I mean, I know he's decided to wear the... What happened to Big John Studd? What do you mean forget the name Big John Studd? What the hell did they do to him? I get the feeling there's a very sinister side to Jake the Snake Roberts that we are just now uncovering.
And his
Oh
tag team
boy.
partner, representing the Terrors from Indiana, he is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Wolf.
Well, that was Wolf's tag team partner, Big John Studd, but I guess I don't remember the last time we had something like, I know this has happened in the past, like we've had championships passed off to other people, but I guess Jake Roberts is the NXT Tag Team Champion now, and I guess we've seen the last of Big John Studd. Is what they, I mean, I don't like to ask this question. Is he alive? Like, what? How far are we going here? What happened? There is a very strange feeling in the air, and obviously, if I was Wolf, maybe I'd want to stay on the good side of Jake the Snake. Well, the big man with the other half of the tag team championships, and here tonight the Primetime Players are set to get their potential third NXT Tag Team Championship if they can win tonight. This is quite the unusual occurrence here. As I mentioned before, it's been a long time since we've seen a title get passed off to someone else, but these things happen, I suppose. Is these things happen really an acceptable explanation for what is going on here? I know we hadn't heard from Big John Studd all day, but I'm starting to wonder if there's a sinister reason why.
At a total combined weight of 509 pounds, Darren Young, Titus O'Neil, the Primetime Players.
Well, they are strong fan favorites, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Primetime Players, I think, should make a wave wherever they end up, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. I think these two, if they don't win here tonight in this Tag Team Championship match, I think they should see this as an opportunity to step up. We've been told that because of their success here on NXT, they will be given an EYS match in 2 weeks' time if they want it. There will be no qualifier. These two can pick a tag team from Raw or SmackDown to face off against. I was completely in their corner. And oh my god, we're actually getting a graphic for this match. What? The NXT Tag Title graphic always gets skipped. This is crazy. What? It doesn't even have to be a tag team. It can just be two low-ranking superstars from either Raw or SmackDown that these guys can face up against. I guess the ball's in their court. Obviously here tonight, though. This is a swerve ball. I mean, what do? You spend all this time preparing for two titans in the ring, and instead you get Jake the Snake Roberts. And of course, well, Wolf Kessler is still there. I mean, obviously the Primetime Players, they are 4-0 in singles competitions against each pairing of Wolf Kessler and Big John Studd. So the odds are in the favor of the Primetime Players still, but Jake the Snake, hold on, Jake the Snake, the DDT! Oh! Devastating DDT on Titus, and he spiked him so hard he busted him open. Jake Roberts is not messing. Oh my god, just gouged the wound there. What has gone into this guy? It seems like the loss to Biggie Langston. Oh no. Oh my god. I was saying that the loss to Biggie Langston clearly has set something off in Jake Roberts. No, 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 no. That didn't happen. Darren Young is still on the apron, everybody. Don't even worry about it. I literally turned off this game's ability to break up tag teams as an option. And I said no. I turned it off. I said, do not do that anymore. And it's still fucking doing it.
Wild strike misses the target. With the championship at stake, you know these superstars will give everything they have to win here tonight.
Titus O'Neil going strong in the ring with Wolf Kessler, despite the fact that Jake Roberts spiked him down with that DDT so early on. And, you know, he really focused on it. The thing that I thought was quite sick there was after that DDT, after he realized Titus was bleeding, he kept striking away the wounded head, and Darren Young may want to get in there. I guess it's too. Well, that was very short-lived. That was extremely short-lived. The Snake Pit, Jake Roberts and Wolf Kessler getting the job done in just 2 minutes.
NXT Tag Team Champions, Wolf and Jake the Snake Roberts.
You notice Jake Roberts is still wearing the blood of Titus O'Neil on his hand there. Hey, I get the feeling Jake Roberts might be a sick man. I guess Wolf's just willing to do his bidding. Either way, they are, I guess, still the NXT Tag Team Champions. I guess Roberts is just champion now, and what a pairing. This spells danger. Well, thank you all for watching NXT. I'm sorry that minute was so short. I don't know what went wrong there. I mean, no sight of Darren Young anywhere in the finish there. I don't know. Maybe Jake Roberts had something to do with the disappearance of Darren Young. I don't know. Either way, the Snake Pit retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. And this might be a sight you just have to get used to.